Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're going to bury him in the backfield. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be taken in by Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Eckler looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert off of play action. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert now. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On 4th down, Herbert to Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. It's Eckler again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They snap it to Herbert. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mike Strawn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Giants in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Throwing Jones. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 44. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And some room to roam now. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Barkley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 58 yards.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Jones. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Touchdown, Giants!
Okay, we need to double-check here at Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert on first down now. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Strong.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Herbert.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
212 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
The toss out to Barkley. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. On 4th down, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Ray, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another?
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Jefferson.
26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 238 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jones.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Jones.
Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Let's go.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? That ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
They rely on their defense, so a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Herbert. Got an open man. It's Strong.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.